Dear students, welcome to our science episodes. Today we are going to discuss reproduction in humans. The process of reproduction aims to secure the existence and the continuity of living organism species and to prevent them from extinction. So can you tell me why can't humans reproduce asexually? Think about it. No, humans cannot reproduce asexually because the offspring of humans should be different, with different characters and different features, not identical to the parents. That's why humans could not reproduce asexually. Humans reproduce sexually by mating by means of two different persons, a male and a female. This is by special systems called reproductive or genital systems. The structure of the genital system in male and female differ completely, and each has its specific function. Now this is the male genital system. It is composed of four main parts: testes, vas deferens, associated glands, and the penis. The testes. They are two glands, elliptical in shape. Their function is to produce sperms and the male hormone testosterone. They are responsible for the appearance of secondary sexual characters known as signs of puberty. They are enclosed inside a sac. This sac is known as the scrotum. And they are located, the scrotum and the testes are located outside the body, hanging between the thighs. The scrotum function is to regulate and preserve the temperature of the testes 2 degrees below the normal temperature of the body. This is an optimum temperature for the growth and the development of sperms. Can you guess the signs of puberty in males? Hair growth in certain areas of the body, growth of mustache and beard, harshness of voice, growth and development of genital organs, growth of bones and enlargement of muscles. Can you explain to me why the testes and the scrotum are located outside the body? As we discussed before, because the scrotum will regulate the temperature of the testes for optimum production of sperms to be lower than the temperature of the body by 2 degrees. What will happen if the testes do not descend in the scrota? The testes will not produce sperms, which will result in infertility. The temperature will not be optimum for production of sperms. Epididymis and vas deferens. Attached to each testicle is a group of highly looped tubes. They are known as epididymis. This is the place where the sperms continue the final stages of growth. The final stages of growth, development, and storage. The epididymis continues in the form of long single tube known as the vas deferens, and this tube helps transfer the sperms from the testes to the urethra. Now, can you guess what will happen if the vas deferens is cut? The sperms will not be transferred from the testes to the urethra, resulting in infertility. Associated glands. 3 kinds of glands are connected to the male genital system. The seminal vesicle, here is the seminal vesicle, the prostate, this one, and the Cooper's gland, this one, these 2 tiny glands. The secretions of these glands go with the sperms, forming an alkaline fluid known as the seminal fluid. This fluid helps in neutralizing the acidity of the urethra so that the sperms don't die. It contains a lot of nutrients that help nourishing the sperms and keep them alive and facilitate their flow. So what will happen as a result of failure of secretion of seminal fluid? the sperms will die, resulting in infertility. Penis. It's an organ composed of sponge-like tissue. The urethra passes through it, and it ends by urosexual opening, through which the semen goes out as well as urine, but never at the same time. Now let's take a look on the female genital system. The female genital system differs completely from the male genital system. It is adapted to carry the embryo during the period of pregnancy. It is composed of 4 main parts: ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, and vagina. Ovaries. These are the ovaries. They are 2 glands, size and shape like a peeled almond. They lie inside the body, in the lower part of the abdominal cavity from the back. And they are responsible for the production of the ova, a process called ovulation. They secrete the female hormones, estrogen, which is responsible for the appearance of the female secondary sexual characters, signs of puberty, progesterone, necessary for the continuity of pregnancy. So what are the signs of puberty in females? Growth of armpit and pubic hair, softness of voice, growth and development of breasts, fat accumulation in certain parts of the body, and menstrual cycle. Menstruation cycle is a multiple phase or stages of the ovum development and disintegration, or at the end, resulting in pregnancy. It starts at the age of 11 to 14 years old. It means at the phase of puberty, and ends at the menopause, ranges between 45 to 55 years old. The fallopian tubes. Each tube starts with a funnel-shaped opening with finger-like processes and ends by joining the uterus at its upper corner. These tubes receive the ovum and deliver it to the uterus. This is aided by the contractions and relaxations of the muscles in the wall of the tubes, as well as the movement of the lining cilia. Uterus. It lies in the pelvic cavity, between the urinary bladder and the rectum. It's a pear-shaped hollow organ with a muscular wall that expands during pregnancy and fetal growth. It is lined by a mucous membrane, rich in blood capillaries, to form the placenta, responsible for nourishment of the embryo by the umbilical cord. Vagina. It's a muscular tube that extends from the uterus to the external genital opening, and it expands during labor to deliver the baby. Now it's time for questions. Label the following diagram. Number 1 is the ureter. Number 2 is the seminal vesicle. 3, the Cooper's gland. Number 4, the epididymis. 5, the testis. 6, the scrotum. 7, the urinary genital opening. 8, the urethra. 9, the penis. 10, the vas deferens. 11, the prostate gland. And 12, the urinary bladder. Now choose the right answer. It transfers only sperms. Ureter, urethra, vas deferens. Vas deferens. It transfers urine and sperms. Urethra. Trace the journey of sperms from production to secretion and transfer. Testis, epididymis, vas deferens to the urethra, and then urinary genital opening. Now label the female genital organs. Number 1 is the ovary. Number 2 is the uterus. Number 3, the fallopian tube. Number 4, the ciliated funnel. Number 5 is the cervix. And number 6 is the vagina. The cervix is the opening of the uterus to the vagina. Number 7 is the endometrium, the inner wall of the uterus. And number 8, the uterine muscles. Now trace the journey of ova from production, transfer, and release during menstruation. Ovary to the fallopian tube, to the uterus, to the vagina, and then to the genital opening. What are secreted by organ number 1? Estrogen and progesterone female hormones. Thank you. Dear students, thank you for watching and see you later in other science episodes.